a story of love, mystery, and the whispers of the waves. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and let the story carry you away. In a quiet fishing village by the sea, where the waves kissed the shore and the stars shone brightly over the water, there lived a boy named Elias. He was 16, with sun-kissed skin and dark curls always messy from the ocean wind. His father was a fisherman, like most men in the village, and Elias had spent his childhood helping on the boat, learning the language of the sea. But Elias was different from the others. While the villagers saw the ocean as a place to work, he saw it as something more, something alive, something magical. Every night, when the village slept, he would sit on the rocks by the shore, watching the waves glow under the moonlight. One evening, as the sky turned deep blue and the first stars appeared, Elias heard something strange, a song. It was soft, like the wind over the water, and it sent a shiver down his spine. He stood still, listening. The sound was coming from the sea. Curious, he stepped closer to the edge of the rocks. That was when he saw her. A girl. No, not just a girl. A mermaid. She was floating just beyond the waves, her silver blue tail shimmering under the moonlight. Her long hair flowed like seaweed, and her eyes, deep green, like the heart of the ocean, held secrets. Elias gasped, but before he could say a word, she disappeared beneath the water. The next night, he returned to the shore, hoping to see her again. And she was there. This time, she didn't disappear. She watched him with curiosity, tilting her head like a seabird studying a fish. "Who are you?" Elias whispered. The mermaid blinked. Then slowly she spoke. "Lysara." Her voice was soft, like the tide rolling over pebbles. "You're real," he breathed. Lysara smiled. "So are you." From that night on, they met at the shore every evening. Elias told her about life in the village, about fishing boats and storms, about the market and the laughter of children. Lysara told him about the deep ocean, about glowing creatures that danced in the dark, about ruins of old cities hidden beneath the waves. They laughed together. They talked for hours. And slowly, without even realizing it, they fell in love. But love between land and sea is never simple. One evening, when Elias came to meet Lysara, she looked troubled. "Elias," she said, "I can't stay much longer." His heart clenched. "Why?" "My people. They don't want me near humans. If they find out, they'll take me far away." Elias swallowed hard. "Then I'll come with you." "You can't," Lysara whispered. "You need air, and I need the sea." Silence stretched between them, broken only by the waves. Elias reached out, fingers brushing the water. Lysara placed her hand over his. The warmth of their touch sent shivers through them both. "There has to be a way," Elias whispered. Lysara hesitated. Then slowly she said, "There is a legend of a pearl hidden deep in the ocean. They say it holds magic, enough to give a mermaid legs or a human gills, but no one has ever found it." Elias didn't hesitate. "Tell me where to look." The next morning, before the village awoke, Elias took his father's small boat and sailed into the open sea. He dove into the depths, searching among coral and sunken ships. Hours passed. His lungs burned, his muscles ached. Then, just when he thought he couldn't go any further, he saw it. A pearl, glowing faintly at the bottom of the sea. With the last of his strength, he grabbed it and swam to the surface. Lysara was waiting for him. She held the pearl in her hands, eyes wide with wonder. Then, whispering ancient words, she pressed it to her heart. A shimmer of light surrounded her. Her tail faded until at last she stood before him, legs trembling, waves lapping at her feet. Elias caught her her sea-green eyes. We did it. And so, Lysara became part of the village, her past hidden like a secret between them. Though she never spoke of the sea, she would sometimes stand by the shore, gazing at the waves, as if listening to something only she could hear. And every night, as she lay beside Elias, she whispered, "The ocean brought us together, and it will never take us apart." Thank you for listening to tonight's ASMR story on Narrative ASMR Stories. May the whispers of the